Hi fans of high quality entertainment. So today's video is on CDs I have in my collection, but I only have one album by the artist. Sometimes there's, maybe two or three where they only recorded one album. So I've gathered 25 in total, and I'm going to show them to you, and I'm going to rank the top 10 because everybody loves them when I rank albums. So here we go. Not in my top 10, but I still, I love all of these albums. Nilsson, Son of Schmilsson. I've heard, of some of his other albums, and some of them I really liked. The one produced by John Lennon, Pussycats, I actually really did like that, but I'm happy with just having this one. I've played it a lot through the years, although it's one that I need to play soon because I haven't played it in probably like 3 years or 4 years. Next up. Now, this isn't a studio album, it's a compilation, but that's all I need by this band. Cream Gold. It's basically, I think, pretty much everything they did, or close to it. Ginger Baker, what a nice guy. This was just, I believe, they only released one album. It's Judy Henske and Jerry Yester. It's kind of a cult album. Farewell Aldebaran. And I remember buying this sometime in the early 70s in a cutout bin for, $1 or $2, and I just kind of liked it. There's the hype sticker. If you want to pause the video to read it. I think I've got the audio hopefully better and the video and everything. I should be in 4K, it says I am. All right. Now this one, some people are going to say, oh, you need more by this artist. But I'm happy with just this one. I did have, I'll show it to you first. George Harrison, 33 and a third. All Things Must Pass. I had 33 and a third in my brain because that's one of the CDs I sold because I just never play it. Even though, I do like it. If I want to hear it someday, I'll just, listen to it on Spotify. But for now, that's all I need by George Harrison. Now, this is a twofer, but it's only the one album that I really listen to, and I love it. It's Flo and Eddie, and it's this album called Moving Targets. Maybe I should listen to this one because I think I've only played Illegal, Immoral, and Fattening. Of course, they were in the Turtles. This band only made one album. I don't play it. I'll play it maybe every 2 or 3 years. It's kind of a fun, entertaining listen. It's Flaming Youth, Art 2, and featuring Phil Collins. Excuse me. Before he joined Genesis. And he does sing a little bit on this album, too. I'm not crying, I just had a little bit of a coughing fit. Okay, another twofer, and I only play the one, mainly. The Eric Burdon Band, Sun Secrets, great album. And that's the other album, Stop, which is good, too. But I much prefer this one. I think this artist released at least one more album, but I only need the one. Lord Sutch and Heavy Friends, and this is with Jimmy Page, John Bonham, Jeff Beck, Noel Redding and Nicky Hopkins, whoever those are. I've never heard of them. And if you've never heard this, check out Flashing Lights on YouTube, because Lord Sutch can't sing. He sings about as well as I can, but the music is great. Very good band. They put out quite a few albums, but this is the only one I need. It kind of, some albums relate to my childhood or when I was like 10, 11, 12. And I remember buying this in the early 70s in a cutout bin. Savoy Brown. I love that album cover too. Street Corner Talkin'. Get the whole gatefold. And here's the band. Once again, a great band. I did have their greatest hits, but I never really played it much. And like I said, I can just go to Spotify and listen to some of their hit singles if I want. But I didn't want to get rid of or sell this CD because it's just so great. It's Badfinger, No Dice. And that was the gatefold of the original vinyl. Thumbnail. I believe this band, unfortunately, put out a second album, but I have no interest in ever getting it. But this is just, entertaining to listen to every couple of years. It's the Shags. Philosophy of the World. Yeah, this band, they might even still be together. And they put out quite a few albums from looking at their discography, but I only need their debut. The Vibrators, Pure Mania. I did buy their second album, V2, when it came out in the 70s, but this is the one for me. If you like a cross between punk and power pop, check this band out. Now, this artist was recommended to me when I was doing a chat with Richie Castellano from Blue Oyster Cult and John Anderson, the Band of Geeks. And so I trusted him. And I bought it, and I listened to it on Spotify first, to check it out, and I was really impressed. So, Trevor Rabin, Rio. If he has other good albums like this, let me know, and maybe I will look into them, but for now, I'm happy with that. Two more, and then we get into the top 10, and I rank them. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting their greatest hits at some point, but this will do. Sweet, Give Us a Wink. And it's mainly for Action, the song Action. But, I was watching videos on YouTube of them in the 70s playing live, and they were a really good live band. I was very impressed. All right, one more before we get into the top 10, and I rank them. Yeah, The Residents, Duck Stab. What a weird, crazy album, but it's good. And it's the only, I had Eskimo and 2 or 3 other albums by them, but I kind of just realized, I hardly ever played them, and I always played this. So I'm happy with just having Duck Stab. Gotta love that album cover. in the back cover. All right, the top 10 ranked. By the way, the person that complained about me saying I shouldn't be ranking albums, I believe he deleted that comment. So number 10, I need to, like I said, that's why I kind of sold some of my CDs to concentrate on the ones I really want to listen to. And I haven't played this in probably 2 months, and I need to play it again because I love it. Kim Deal, Nobody Loves You More. That's number 10. Number 9. I used to have probably a dozen albums of this artist. But then, it's just me. For me, I was really turned off with his attitude towards things, I guess, without getting into details. So I only have one Van Morrison album, and it is The Incredible Astral Weeks. These are all so good. Number 8. Now, they do have, there's other songs by them later on that I do like, but this is the only album I really need by Pretenders, their incredible debut. Number 7. I haven't played this CD probably in like 5 years. I know it really well because I bought the vinyl in the 70s, and then I played this quite a bit. But like I said, it's been sitting in my CD collection for like 5 years, and I will be playing it soon. It is the amazing Crime of the Century. And yes, they put out other very good albums, but this is my favorite, and it's the only one I want in my collection. You can have all the Supertramp you like in your collection. Number 6, this is basically everything they recorded, and it's kind of it's a real band, but it's a fake band at the same time. It's XTC as the Dukes of Stratosphere, doing like 60s psychedelic rock music. And it is so good. And I remember talking about this album 2 or 3 months back in some other video, and somebody didn't know this was out. And so that's what I love about doing these videos is, sharing the music. And sometimes, a viewer will say, oh, I got to check that album out. I got to check out that Shades album. It looks awesome. Number 5. I've had other albums by this band, but this was the only one I played a lot. And I think it's one of the greatest debuts ever. I need to get a better CD case for it. It's Cheap Trick, their debut album. And I don't know. For me, it's not Cheap Trick without the great Bun E. Carlos on drums. But this is I believe it's their hardest rocking album. One, two, three, 4 to go. Number 4. I wouldn't mind getting more of their albums, but this is probably the one I would just play the most anyway. It's the Small Faces, Hodgdon's Nut Gone Flake. And that's the deluxe version. I've played this a lot, and I need to play it again. All right, the top 3. I did have their second and third album, and they're good, very good albums, but once again, I never really played them. They would just sit in my collection year after year. but I'm always going to keep Ramones, their great debut album. Gabba Gabba Hey. Ooh, number 1 and number 2 are basically, either one could be number 1. And I've talked about this album a lot. It was the only one by this band. They have some kind of well-known musicians in the band. It is Blind Faith with Stevie Winwood, Ginger Baker, one of the nicest guys in rock and roll music, Eric Clapton, and Rick Gretsch. I love this album. I've played it so much in my life. Even Do What You Like. I love that song too. I know that some fans aren't crazy about it. What would be number 1? I don't know. Yes, I do. It is. And I let me know if I need to check out more of his discography. It is Gene Clark, No Other. This might be in my top 10 albums of all time. That's how much I love it. And this is the deluxe version. I just love his vocals. I love the production. It is amazing. Oh, this is awkward. Thanks for watching. Remember to like the video, leave a comment below, and make sure you're subscribed. Bye.